Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever country you are in. I'm greeting you. It's me, Anita. Like I said the other time, I'll be coming your way from time to time to bring you my story. I'm going to start my series, and I'm starting by introducing myself again. I'm Anita. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself to start with. I was born into a family of five. We have five kids and we are seven in the house, including my parents. So my mom, my dad, I have three other sisters, and I have one brother. So we were seven in a house. I was born in a town called Rindi Ridge in Ghana. I was born in Ghana. I remember one of the doctors called Dr. Bart Planch in that hospital. My mom told me that one of the doctors was called Dr. Bart Planch. And so I was born there. I grew up. I was a well baby. When I was 6 months, I was a little bit sick. I went to the hospital. We were admitted for about a week, and we came back home. After a while, I got sick again when I was about around three, 2.5 to 3. That was what I was told, 2.5 to 3. I was diagnosed with measles. And so we were admitted again in hospital, and we were in admission for about 3 months. Now, in that 3 months, I was really, really ill. According to my parents, I nearly lost my life. I was really ill, very, very ill. And so I nearly lost my life. I remember one of the doctors in the hospital, according to my mom, one of them was called Dr. Soa. Dr. Soa. Um, because I was really ill, I needed a blood transfusion. And so I needed a match, somebody who was a match. Um, they tried about three people, and I wasn't a match. They tried my mom, I wasn't a match. Fortunately, my dad was around. My dad is a marine engineer. My mom was a matron in an hospital. So my dad is a marine engineer. So my dad came to give me some blood because he was just about to go. So he came to give me some blood before he went. Now in hospital, it was my mom and my grandma who were running shifts. So they were taking turns in looking after me in the hospital. So that is what happened. They took turns to look after me. According to my mom, it was very, very bad. Very, very extremely bad. 3 months straight in hospital, and we were discharged. So we came back home. I went to school. I was in school. I was enjoying school. When I was around 10, I got sick again and I was in admission again. So I was in admission with my mom. I spent a lot of time in hospital with my mom. Because my dad works away, I spend a lot of time in hospital with my mom. So I was in hospital again, and we were there for about 2 weeks, a week, 2 weeks. Then I was discharged with some medications. I was in hospital. I was given some injections. They were saying it's some fever or something. So we came home with some medications and everything. I was a little bit better, not 100%, but I was a little bit better. I went back to school. I was in and out of school. I was very, very sick. Even though I was still going to school, I was still very, very, very sick. And so I went to school for a while. Things got normal. I was a normal child. I played. I had a lot of fun. I went to a lot of parties. We really, really enjoyed life. It was a very happy family. Um, just before I went to JSS, that is junior secondary school, I became very sick again. I became very, very sick before I went to junior secondary school. And so I wasn't in, even though I wasn't in admission, I wasn't in school for a while. I was home. I was being treated from home, and my mom took care of me. We went to the hospital, in and out of the hospital for a while. I have been in and out hospital most of my life, and so I have not had an easy life. But God has still been good. God has been good. Yes, I am glad that I still had life and I was still, going to school and coming and going to school and coming. So it was good. So I became well again. I went to junior secondary school. I finished school in services GSS. I went to Ridge International School. I went to Chapel Hill a little bit, and I finished off in services JSS, services junior secondary school. That is where I finished school. As I waited for my result, I did little job. I sold things. I made sure that I was useful to myself. So I did some few things. Just before I entered senior secondary school, just before I entered senior secondary school, I was diagnosed with jaundice. That is where things started getting very sour, very, very bad. I was diagnosed with jaundice. It was very bad, extremely bad. I was treated for a little bit. I got a little better, but I still went to senior secondary school. I went to school. I went to school at APGSS, at Bishop Porter Girls Secondary School in Takrady. I went to school and I was in school for a while. I became very sick. I was in admission outside school for a while. I become on and off. Sometimes I go to the school sick bay, sick bay. Sometimes I hardly stayed in school. So what happened was that I left the boarding house and I came to be a day student, which means that I was schooling from home. So I go to school. When I close, I go home. I wasn't a day student anymore. And so I was diagnosed with jaundice. I was in and out school. I became a day student. It became very bad. Sometimes, when it's very bad, I don't go to school. The yellowish of my eyes, yellowish around my arm, it was so, so bad. It was so, my urine and everything was very yellow, bright yellow. So they treat it, I get better, then it comes again, then they treat it, then it comes again. So I was able to finish senior secondary school. I finished senior secondary school, and I became a little bit more better after that. I finished senior secondary school. I was able to do some. I started going looking for a work and doing some little jobs. In the course of that, I became very sick again. I was in admission again with jaundice in hospital, and after a week, I was discharged. And so that is what happened. I have been a very sick person. I haven't had it very easy. I am happy that I'm still alive. I thank God that I'm still alive. I mean, I'm so glad because it was very bad. My jaundice was really, really bad. My jaundice was really, really bad. I got better. I came back to normal life. I finished school. I started working. I did all the trainings that I have to do. I went to catering. I did catering in school, and so I worked in a hotel called Hillcrest. I worked in Hillcrest Hotel, and after a while I worked in Akroma Plaza. It's also a very well known restaurant around Chapel Hill. So it's called Akroma Plaza. I worked in Hillcrest Hotel. I worked in Akroma Plaza, and I did my own job as well. What did I do? I baked. I cooked a little. I sold food. I cooked. I baked. I bake cakes, wedding cakes, pies, um, Christmas cake, anniversary cakes, Valentine cakes, whatever cake you want, I will build it for you. So that is what I was doing. Next time when I come your way again, I'll bring you. I will let you know what happened after. What happened after I have done a little bit at home. What happened after I have done a little bit at home? My jaundice got bad. Things got bad. Before I run off, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to this channel. All the people who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you. Everybody who have liked it, thank you. Everybody who have commented, I see some few questions. as well. I will answer them as time goes on. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you have subscribed and you are sharing. I have seen that people are sharing as well. People are commenting. People are subscribing. Thank you very very much. Why am I saying all this? I want to tell people that so far as you are still alive, I am telling you there is hope. There is hope. There is hope. It hasn't been easy. You can make it. You can make it. I'm telling you. Don't give up. Please. Please don't give up. Please don't give up. I know by the time I finish this series, you will never give up in life. I promise you. You will never give up in life. Never. Thank you. Thank you once again for watching. I will come your way again. Don't give up. Please. Stay put. It is well. It is well, I'm telling you. If you hear my story, you'll be so shocked. You'll be shocked. Very surprised. You'll ask yourself, why is this girl still alive? How did she survive it? You will be shocked. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye.